Same city, same talent, 2 artists drop the same week, same genre. End of the month, artist A logs into their distribution dashboard, $14. They refresh the page to make sure they're reading it right. $14 and some cents. That's what they got. Meanwhile, across town, artist B opens their phone. $4,200. Same month, same city, same type of music. Same number of years in the game. What happened? It's not talent, it's not luck, it's not label backing. It's one thing. Artist A has 1 revenue stream, artist B has 6. And today, I'm going to show you every single one. Because I'm kind of what can I say? I'm Wenza. I've been in the music industry for over 20 years, have a degree in it. I've managed artists to major label deals, garnered over 500 million organic streams for my clients, and made them millions of dollars. I'm in the rooms where the real conversations about money happen, and I can tell you that artists who are actually making money are not making it the way that you think they are. 6 revenue streams, we're going to go through all of them today. Here's what I've learned. Let's start with the one you already know about, streaming. The thing that every artist focuses on as their primary metric. The thing that the industry convinced you is the scoreboard. Let's do the math out loud, right? Spotify pays approximately 0.3 of a penny per stream. To make $500 in 1 month, you need 166,667 streams. That's a very hard number to say. In 1 month, that's 5,500 streams every single day. The way that streaming works, it's just not worth it as a main metric, nor as the main thing to chase anymore. Because it pays you so little that you can really only think about it as a promotion metric. It's not a real revenue stream. It's great that it's something that you can invest in for marketing that does pay you back, but in terms of looking at it as a legitimate revenue stream, it's just not there. Until you're really up there in the millions consistently, it's just not a legitimate income stream. It's really just a marketing tool and a way to give people easy access to just generally listen to your music and to discover your music. Now, to be clear, I'm not saying that streaming doesn't matter. Streaming numbers are social proof. They signal to venues, to labels, to sync supervisors, to brand managers, and people that are going to sponsor you that people are consuming your music. That matters, but as a revenue stream, it's just not a lot of money. The people actually making money from streaming are doing hundreds of millions of streams a year. Like the Drakes, the Doja Cats, the Ed Sheerans, they're making money. And it took them years to get there. It took them catalog, it took volume. Things had to build over time to actually get there. Even then, after the label, after the distributor, after the producer's cut, artists actually make much less than you'd think. So put streaming in its proper category. It's marketing, not income. It drives discovery, it builds credibility, it's not a real check. But this is where things get interesting because this is a stream that a lot of artists completely overlook. This one's been around actually since before the internet existed. Physical, specifically vinyl, is popping again. Don't know if you've heard, but yeah, that shit's hot in the streets. I know some of you heard that and immediately started dismissing it, but hear me out. The numbers are there to support it. Let me give you the math first, and then you can tell me whether it's worth it or to f off. Let's say you press 200 vinyl records. Your cost per unit through a pressing plant runs about $10 to $12 per record at that quantity. You sell them for $30 each. It's a premium thing, so people are willing to pay $30 for it. That's 200 units times $18 per unit of profit. $3,600 from a 1 pressing run. 200 record, not 2,000, 200. When you think about a stream, it's 0.00 something of a cent. This is $18 of margin. That's a good chunk of change, right? So it's a different way to think about it. Here's the thing about vinyl buyers, right? They're not casual fans. These are real hardcore fans. If someone's going to buy your vinyl, they rock with you. The person who buys your vinyl is not the same person who played your song once on shuffle. That person's over there. This person, they want you in their collection. They want the physical artifact. They want to put it on their shelf. They want to tell people about it. They become your street team. Vinyl is not just a revenue stream. Vinyls, because you collect them, it becomes truly a piece of art to them. It's the music, yes, but when they have the vinyl also, it's the physical representation of your art, which is becoming more and more sought after as we go oddly more digital. People want the real shit again. If you want to keep going and throw it back to the 90s, CD pressing is even cheaper if you want to start there. The margin is similar, but vinyl has a cultural cachet right now. They might in like 20 years, but not yet. Match your product to your audience too, right? Because if you have a bunch of 90s kids in your audience, maybe they will rock with the CD. Hip-hop heads, indie fans, R&B collectors, they want vinyl. Next, let's talk about live, because live is where independent artists with no label backing can consistently make real money. And most artists either aren't doing it or they aren't doing it right. So let us do some mathematicas. You play a 250 person cap venue. You sell the room. Ticket price is $20. That's $5,000 gross. Your costs, door person, maybe a sound engineer, probably a sound engineer, some promotion, venue fee to rent it for the night, run, let's say, $1,500. You walk out with $3,500. If you do that once a month, that's $42,000 in a year from live shows alone, which is wild if you think about that. But you say, oh, Moyenza, I can't sell at a 250 cap room. Start at 100 cap at $15 a ticket. You're making $1,500 minus costs. I'm in Boston. For us, that's the Middle East. The Middle East is 180 people upstairs. You can rent the upstairs for $500. So if you pay, and that comes with a door person and it comes with the bartender, and they get to keep all the drinks. They keep all the money. So you pay $500, but you have 180 tickets you can sell for $15. 15 times 180. Of course you're going to sell it up because you're a fucking champion. That is $2,700. So you could gross up to $2,200 just off the door. And that's not considering merch or anything else you could sell inside, right? That's good, real money. And you're building the skill of performing to rooms. This is how you work your way up. You have to show that you've been able to do the smaller rooms. The goal is not to play one massive festival. The goal is to play consistently, monthly. Same way a restaurant owner doesn't hope for one huge day, they build consistent volume. Again, you're a business. That's how you have to think about it. This is one that most artists have actually not heard of, which is wild because when I break down the numbers to you, you will be fucking flabbergasted because the is crazy, and you'll understand why I saved it for here. But next up, sync licensing. Sync licensing is when someone pays you to use your music in their content. So TV shows, movies, commercials that pay a ton, movies too, shows as well. It's crazy. Video games, also sometimes. YouTube channels, podcasts, social media content, they need a license to use your music. You get paid for that. It is wild how long the spectrum is, but a placement on a TV show, let's say a cable drama, can earn you anywhere from $1,000 to $25,000 for one song, for one episode. So if you end up on a TV show, syndicated, crazy. There are artists that have been chosen as the theme song for a primetime show that never had to write another song and lived lavishly for the rest of their lives because of that one sync license placement. A national commercial placement can earn you from $5,000 to about $100,000, and a major film placement, opening scene, closing credits, something prominent, can be $10,000 to like $50,000 or even more. And it goes crazy, depending upon how much they want the song and how much it matters to the scene and the budget and all that stuff. If it's like a Marvel movie and it's a really important scene, they will pay way more than these numbers. Now let me tell you how you get in. It's actually an age-old problem in the industry where artists forget that everyone in the industry are just people at work and they're trying to do their job, and our music makes their job easier. First, your music needs to be properly registered. ASCAP, BMI, or CSAC for performance rights. Your publishing needs to be set up, which if you do not have set up, sync supervisors can literally not pay you correctly, and they'll move on to the next person. This isn't optional. Get this done this week. Your life will be much better because of it, I promise. Second, sync libraries. These are companies whose entire business is licensing independent music for placement. MusicBed, Artlist, Marmoset, these are legitimate licensing libraries that work with music supervisors who are looking for exactly the kind of music you might be making. Submit to these. Not all of them will accept your work, and that's okay. The ones that do become a passive revenue channel. Third, direct outreach. This is the advanced play. Identify the shows or brands whose aesthetics matches your music, and then find the music supervisor. LinkedIn is your friend here. Send a clean, professional pitch with a streaming link, not an attachment, and a one-paragraph description of your sound and why it fits their project. This works. Not overnight, but it does work. Because again, artists forget these are real people just doing their job. Their job is to find music that works. If your music truly fits their project, they'll be very happy you did the work for them. So just do the research and reach out. People are way more receptive than you'd think. The fifth stream is features and session work. And this one's simple. People will pay you to be on their records. Simple as that, right? So what are you charging? So here's the range. A feature, your verse or a hook on someone else's song, goes for $200 to $2,000 depending on your stature. Session work, which is writing for other artists, should be about the same range. 2 features a month at $250 each. That's $6,000 a year. Not a life-changing number by itself, but this is what diversification looks like. And when you stack all of these numbers together, you end up with a good number. $6,000 from features, $3,600 from a vinyl run, $42,000 from live shows, 1 sync placement at $5,000. Now you're at $56,000 from music and you haven't even touched streaming. Think about that. Stream 6, brand deals and micro influence. And let me define this clearly so you understand what I mean. If you have 10,000 local followers in a specific city or market, even if you have 0 national profile, you are a micro-influencer. Brand marketing teams know this. Local restaurants, clothing brands, barbershops, event promoters, music gear companies. These businesses pay micro-influencers thousands of dollars a month for consistent content and mentions. Because your 10,000 local followers trust you. They know you. They follow your art. Your art is closer to them than probably their restaurant or their convenience store or whatever it is. But they're in the same city. They go to the same spots. When you say eat at this place, they're more likely to go than when a celebrity with 10 million national followers says the same thing. They know you're on the ground. You don't need millions of followers to pitch brand deals. You need an engaged audience in a specific market, a clear brand identity, and the confidence to actually send the pitch. And the pitch is simple. Here's who I am, here's my audience, here's what I can offer, here's what I charge. That's it. They don't really care about a lot else. Now here we go for a recap of our 6 streams, baby. Number 1, streaming. Meh. Marketing, not income. Keep building it, don't bet on it. 2, physical and vinyl. 200 units at $30 is $3,600 at 1 pressing run. Remember that. And then 3, live shows. 250 cap, $20 ticket monthly, $42,000 a year. Boom. And if you want to know how to pack out your shows, then go to our vault and download our PDF guides that show you exactly how to run ads for your shows. So you pack that bitch out and get all that money, baby. Get that motherfucking cash. 4, sync licensing. 1 TV placement is worth months of streaming. I have friends that eat solely off of sync licensing. The sync licensing allows them to continue their artistry. That's how well it pays. Especially if you build a really good relationship with the right people and you're able to deliver what they need. Because then it just becomes, what do you need? Got you. What do you need? Got you. What do you need?Got you. And that just becomes like a consistent revenue stream for you. 5, features and session work. 2 features a month at $250 is $6,000 a year. Again, not life-changing, but you stack it all together, you got a nice little chunk of change. 6, brand deals. 10,000 local followers is a micro-influencer. $500 to $1,000 a month. That's what you can get for that. So keep that in mind and keep going. But add 1 stream at a time, not all 6 overnight. You will end up completely crashing out. Just pick the one you're closest to and start there. And here's what you do. Not next month, not when you blow up, today. Go look at your distribution dashboard and write down your actual streaming revenue for the last 30 days. I need you to see the number. Then identify which of the 6 streams you are closest to activating right now and write that down. That's your next move. This week, if you don't have ASCAP, BMI, or CSAC, get registered. Go look up 3 sync libraries and check their submission requirements. If you're not already using Go High Level to capture fan emails, start building your list this week because the list is what makes every one of these streams more valuable. Then in the next 30 days, execute the first new stream. Price a vinyl run, book a show, submit to a sync lab, pitch a brand. 1. In 30 days, you should have 1 new revenue stream running. So why does one artist make $42,000 and another make $14,000? Because one artist has 6 revenue streams running simultaneously and one artist has 1. The talent's the same, the work ethic might be the same. The difference is the systems. Comment streams below for the Revenue Stream Worksheet. It breaks down the exact math for each stream and shows you where to start based on where you are right now. Now, I want to be real with you. I've been the artist with Run Revenue Stream. I know what $14 looks like on the dashboard. It feels terrible. I know the feeling of checking and checking again, hoping that number goes up, but knowing it is not going to. The answer is not simply more streams. It's more streams of the right variety, added one at a time, so each one is actually running before you add your next one. Keep the day job while you build. That's fucking strategy, baby. That's the assignment. APRT Media, I'm Williams. Let's build. Thank you for watching. Peace.